HeroQuest is one of the worst games ever made, and anybody who says otherwise... That's better. Sorry about that. I'm here to tell you the worst thing about HeroQuest. The worst thing about HeroQuest is the re-release. Gone are our beloved artworks from famed professionals such as Les Edwards. Gone are our Chaos Warriors and totally lore-safe and culturally considerate Femir. Now, we have hunchy tilapia monsters. Ooh, I'm so scared. Let me just turn my staff into a fishing pole. Now we have candy trays. Now we have plastic furniture. Bah! This silly use of plastic will never catch on. Cardboard shall outlast it. Mark my words. Dread Warriors? Dread magic? Totally different and inferior in every way compared to Chaos. Never mind. The worst thing about HeroQuest is the bard. Look at his stupid orc face as he recites Mary Had a Little Lamb. An orc that smiles and sings lullabies belongs in the pit traps of the deepest dungeons. Look at his treasure chest full of lollipops and gumdrops. This is a real orc. This is a satire. This is an evil hero-slaying servant of Zargon. This is an outrage. Go ahead and take a moment to leave, collect your orc bards, and throw them in the trash. I'll wait here. Alright, now that the faint of heart have left, we can dig into the actual worst thing about HeroQuest, which is the rogue. Look at this poor imposter, attempting to steal the limelight as star of the Elf's quest pack. He likely bought his ears at Party City. This craven is 100% to blame for the confusion surrounding the differences between rogues and elves, and whether one can be the other. Spoiler alert, they can't. A rogue is a rogue and an elf is an elf. Didn't think about that, did you? And why is that, you say? The differences are glaring. This is an elf, a part of the original hero party that has been fighting the forces of evil for over 3 decades. This is a rogue, just arrived to the party with his fancy knife tricks. He had to be called while he was out cavorting on his ship. This is an elf who can choose mastery over an entire element of magic and set enemies ablaze or even heal his teammates in the heat of battle. This is a rogue who throws butter knives. The worst thing about HeroQuest is the complete and utter lack of Skaven. And don't come at me with that IP or copyright nonsense. They could have just as easily made Ratfolk or Ratkin or anything like that. There are no Skaven whatsoever here. But Ash, there weren't Skaven in the original HeroQuest. Pfft. The Marvel Winter Special, the unreleased Dwarf Quest Pack, Advanced HeroQuest, White Dwarf. We all knew that they were going to get Skaven eventually. But the worst thing about HeroQuest is this box. I mean, just look under the lid. There's not a single bit of artwork anywhere, none whatsoever. They also kept in a severe typo on the front of the box, 14 plus. I know that it's supposed to be 41 plus. That's the age of everybody arguing about the 30-year-old game mechanics and particularities of this game. The worst thing about HeroQuest are these cards. I was about to play a rousing game of Klondike when I soon realized that there were no matching suits, no alternating colors, no numbers, no way for me to win. The worst thing about HeroQuest is Joe Manganiello. Joe Manganiello. Joe Mangan. Joe Mama. But never mind any of that. The worst thing about HeroQuest are its expansions, which you should immediately discard and list on eBay for 16 times what you paid for them. Can't forget that one. That one's important. I'm gonna be rich. Rich. And it's all thanks to Joe Mangan... Never mind that. The worst thing about HeroQuest is this GM screen. I mean, how am I supposed to know what you're doing back there? And, as if to add insult to injury, we got more art of the tilapia monsters. Oh, you can only hunt me certain months out of the year and you need to pay for a license to do it. The worst thing about HeroQuest is really the dice. Somebody told me that I'd find some sort of cute bunny on them, but I've been searching for hours and I haven't seen hide nor hair. But the worst thing about HeroQuest is its board size. I mean, there's never any question as to how much space a game of HeroQuest is going to take up. Can you say predictable? Where are the randomly drawn rooms that get laid out across the table, edge to edge, forcing you to turn the entire arrangement once it threatens to fall off the end of the table? Oh no. Hasbro executives! But the worst thing about HeroQuest is that somehow nobody's made a video like this one, and you've all left AmalgamAsh to do it. So, this is really your fault.